Readers are terrified by Meghan's terrifying account of the bombings targeting the royal family. How inhumane. Say, howdy, pals. Greetings. And thank you for tuning in to Royal Family News Update, where we bring you all the latest breaking news about the royal family, including the notoriously hypocritical couple, Harry and Meghan Markle. They have shown extreme disdain for the British royal family, her family, and the British people as a whole. Rather than settle down in the United States with their children, Harry and Meghan have chosen to devote their time and energy to attacking the royal family and accusing them of anything and everything they can think of. What exactly provoked Meghan's and Harry's wrath? The steady flow of money that Meghan had become accustomed to in the United Kingdom was not something she thought wouldn't follow them to the United States. Meghan planned to launch the Sussex Royal brand in the United States and sell merch of all kinds under the name. Without consulting each other, Meghan and Harry abruptly uprooted their lives and moved to California, where Meghan had long dreamed of living in the lap of luxury. Due to the global pandemic, they relocated to the United States at a time when travel was restricted. In addition to the money they used to buy their home, Prince Charles gave Meghan and Harry about £3 million to help them get started in their new life in the United States. When Meghan and Harry moved to the U.S., they discovered that even with contracts from Netflix and Spotify, they still had to put in the work to get paid more than the advance from these companies. Meghan spends cash as if it were a limitless resource. Due to Netflix financial woes, many of Meghan's planned projects had to be scrapped. So far, all of their podcasts and public appearances have consisted of Meghan moaning and groaning about how her life has not gone according to plan. The real issue is that neither Meghan nor Harry came prepared for life outside of the United Kingdom. Neither had jobs, a savings plan, or any skills that would make them employable. Harry's only asset was his status in the royal family, but that wasn't enough to generate the massive sums of money required to keep Meghan content. Even before he met Meghan, Harry had been an Invictus Games ambassador for a long time. Thanks to the courtiers at Buckingham Palace, Harry was able to portray himself as a sociable, kid-friendly, and cooperative figure among the Invictus teams. Before Meghan, of course. Meghan didn't view herself as a supporter and cheerleader for Harry and his engagements, but rather as the main attraction in their own show. Their difficulties had just begun at this point. In the past, the royal family has quietly supported such events and allowed the athletes or other participants to take center stage. Since Meghan was a mega-narcissist, she required undivided attention at all times. Even in Britain, where he was supposed to be the real royal, she put Harry in his place, effectively treating him like a purse or other accessory. Meghan is impolite, nasty, and combative. She even tells the palace staff to get used to her as she will be their boss from now on. She was a bully to the palace staff, the Australian staff, and the staff anywhere else they went. To Meghan, having married into the royal family made her a deity, and as such, she expected to be served tea and snacks on sterling silver trays and given unlimited access to the royal treasury and an abundance of jewelry, cash, and other luxury goods. It was as simple as her asking, really. That's not how things worked in the royal family, Meghan quickly discovered. Both William and Catherine had to remind Meghan that there is a hierarchy in the royal family and that she is not, and never will be, near the top. The reports of Meghan's alleged abuse of the staff were becoming a serious issue. The way she treated her employees led to a high turnover rate, and she also managed to piss off the Queen, Prince Philip, and the rest of the royal family, who were much higher up the social ladder than she was. The Queen, the Duchess of Cornwall, the Prince and Princess of Wales, all realized that Meghan needed to learn how to behave properly and without being abusive if they wanted to continue in their current roles as working royals. In addition to her bad behavior, Meghan wasted a lot of money on clothes that didn't fit her properly and were unsuitable for the life she was supposed to lead. The clothes she was wearing either did not fit properly, did not flatter her figure, did not have the appropriate tailoring for a duchess, or otherwise displayed grooming or fitting issues. To the dismay and strain of Prince William's family, Meghan did not get along with the servants or the rest of the royals. At first, the press was ecstatic about Harry and Meghan's engagement, thinking she would inject some much-needed vigor and youthfulness into the royal family. If Meghan could not be number one and do what she wanted to do all the time, she decided she would rather move to the United States with Harry and found an American version of the royal family to carry out similar public appearances. They failed in their attempt to found a royal dynasty in the United States. The United States simply does not have the resources to give Meghan and Harry a house in every state, as is customary for foreign royal couples. There is no mechanism to cover their opulent wants, such as paying for security, wearing excessively expensive clothing and jewelry, and covering their chairs with Hermes throws. Their cruel treatment of the monarchy, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Prince Charles and Camilla, the Prince and Princess of Wales, and their children, backfired spectacularly. Harry famously said, "What Meghan wants, Meghan gets," rather than assisting Meghan in becoming a part of the royal family. The Sussexes' arrogant behaviour backfired for them as well. When it was discovered that Meghan and Harry were filming their fake royal tour of the United Nations, they were asked to leave. Not even their visit to a school in Harlem went smoothly. Meghan insisted that the parents buy her book, The Bench, despite the fact that most of them were not well off and some were even having financial difficulties. Meghan's wardrobe and accessories cost thousands of dollars, and she wore them to the school. This is essentially the crux of the issue that has arisen. Dress-wise, Meghan and Harry aren't fitting in with the event or the local culture. Making sure everyone is staring at her is Meghan's number one goal in life. Nothing she did improved the places they visited. In reality, Meghan only made these appearances to boost her profile in the media. Meghan has always acted in an unsuitable manner, and her actions have never benefited anyone but herself. After a school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, in which several children were killed, Meghan visited the town but did not bring any supplies to the grieving parents. Flowers were left at the grave of one of the children by Meghan, accompanied by her massive bodyguard. She gave away cheap snacks at a community center, when she could have helped the families directly by paying for funerals, counseling, etc. from her own home if she had really wanted to. Even her dim-witted husband Harry knew it wasn't the right time to visit Texas. The parents were still reeling from the loss of their children and trying to come to terms with the trauma of that day. Every time we turn around, we see the same pattern of insincere and improper behavior. Reporters in the UK, US, and elsewhere aren't attacking Meghan and Harry for no reason. The media is reacting to the foolishness of the royal couple, who are known as Meghan and Harry. No one would be talking about how Meghan and Harry act like overgrown toddlers all the time if they behaved like responsible, compassionate, decent, and caring adults instead. Harry's upbringing was more exemplary than his current behavior suggests. Meghan doesn't give a hoot about people's opinions of her as long as she gets her name out there. Meghan has not yet realized that fame comes with negative consequences. The attacks that Meghan and Harry have sparked will keep coming until the British government or the royal family intervenes. Abuse of the royal family can only be stopped by removing their titles and ending the constant discussion of them. What are your thoughts on the catastrophe that Meghan has caused for the British royal family? What do you think? Share your ideas in the comments. We really hope this video was informative for you. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends if you enjoy it. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this newsletter and hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.